Wait, one moment while I pull up your information. Which are you calling to do? Activate your equipment now. Get installation help. Or say, it's something else. Just so you know, you can get help with equipment installation on our website. Blah, 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 blah. You want to know what the problem is we're calling this time? Y'all not going to believe it. Let's see. I had internet service November. It's January right now. January. So November, I had internet. December 3rd, I moved the hell out to a new location. I did not pay for December. I did not have internet December. I moved to my new location somewhere about the 17th of December. I took my equipment with me to my new location, 2 miles away. So I came to the new location, had internet service there. I took the old router off, I put my router on, and nothing. So I called Spectrum. What's going on? I had representatives trying to help me for 15-20 minutes. Transfer me to another one. Tried the same thing, turn it off, turn it on, wait, I'm sending signals. Is it lighting up now? What's it doing? Have me 20, 30, 40 minutes. Each representative then made another call. They couldn't help me. They told me it'll be working. Leave me alone. It'll be working on its own. After a couple of hours, call back if it's not. Well, you know it wasn't. And a couple of hours, so I did what I was told because I'm stupid. And so, no, it didn't work. And then the fourth, I shit you not, the fourth representative, after 10, 15 minutes of trying the same thing, finally asked me, did you go online and go to our site and scroll down there to the bottom and click I agree? And for the first time, I realized, well, I hadn't done that. So we did, and then we got it going. Got it going for the first time, December. Well, it wouldn't stay going. And so I just gave up. I ain't had time to mess with it. I've been working out of town. I just got back like 3 days ago. I plugged it in. It still ain't working. And I got my new first piece of mail out of the mailbox. And I left out the punchline. I signed up for the $55 plan, $55 plan, $54.99. And then they sent me an email. I'm fixing to show it to you. You have a zero balance. And in 3 days, I opened up a piece of paper, and my brand new mailbox told me, Spectrum, told me, spread them, you owe $133. I said, well, maybe they've got me for 2 months. I said, well, 55, that's only $110. Where they can? So I got the nice lady on the phone here, and now it's going to explain it all to me. It's going to explain it all to us, how this happens, and see where these mystery charges come from. Hello, nice lady. Yes, ma'am. I'm explaining to my YouTube audience how, well, I'm sorry to tell you, man, people that you work for, I believe, are thieves. I believe they're stealing from us, and I think I've caught them again and putting it all on YouTube. So I'm trying to have somebody explain where these fictitious charges are coming from.
Okay. So you have charges on your bill that you just need to know where they're coming from.
Yes, ma'am. They're like magic. I owed zero one day, and then the next day I only owe the X month for one service. And then the bill adds up. I don't care how you do the multiplication on it. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up to the figure. It's just like some arbitrary amount just sprinkled on the bill, just appeared like magic. So I'm trying to get the reins on this thing. We can put the brakes on it one way or the other. That's not happening. That's the bottom line. I'll go ahead and skip to the punchline. That's not happening. So whatever you can do for me, I appreciate it, man.
So I just have to take a look at the account. I'll pull up the bills and we'll see what's going on. Can you confirm the address on the account, please?
It's 102B Woodcrest Drive in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 27516.
Thank you so much for that. And let me just take a look here. Okay, so I do see two bills. Let me pull them both up and we'll see what's going on. Why does it list the former account? Have you recently moved?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, so it looks like this new address was just hooked up on the 29th of December. Does that sound right?
Yes, ma'am. It's 29th of December. So we didn't have internet service all of December. Yes, ma'am. That's right.
Okay, so let me just take a look at your old one. Because it's showing me a bill dated December 3rd. It looks like that was from a previous address.
We didn't have internet in December.
Bear with me for just a moment
Yes,
here.
yes, ma'am.
As it looks like it may be a billing issue. I might actually have to get you over to billing because you've reached me in cable repair. So we just gotta fix equipment when it's not working. But I can definitely take a look at the bills and see if I see anything out of the ordinary here.
Oh, this isn't billing. I was wondering why you sounded so happy. I figured you were just new. Okay.
Alright, so let me see here. Okay, so I do see that. So for the new address, so 102 Woodcrest, I do see the bill dated December 30th, which was the day after you had everything set up. I do see that does say no payment due. It shows the activation charge, but it looks like that was credited, so that's where that shows a zero balance. And now let me look at the other bill, and the newest bill dated January 3rd. What do we have here? Why is there an adjustment? There's an adjustment. Okay, 1 second for me. It was a balance to new account. It was a balance transfer. Okay, so it looks like your internet for the new address, it does show the internet there, which your internet charges for that is $54.99. But it's showing a balance transfer of $78.93. And that is why right now your bill is at $133.92. So let me look up the old address and see why there's a balance transfer.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Because I was with you 2 years. I never missed a payment except one. I didn't pay. I think it was October, but I caught it up, and I paid October, November, and then I moved. I called somebody and told them I was moving. I didn't know what to do with the equipment. I didn't know whether I was supposed to take it with me or what. They told me, yes, take it with you. You can return it to the store, or you can take it with you. And when you get there, call us and get everything. So that's what I did. Well, it took me. So you were paid November. I moved December. I didn't have any internet December. I had your equipment, but I didn't have any wasn't able to use it. It was packed up in boxes, relocating to new location. Now you just explained to me everything that went, and then they turned around and charged me $70 for 1 month service that I don't even pay that amount, man. My bill was $50. You see how.
I had said that the $78.93 is a balance transfer from the old account to the new account. So I'm just trying to find out why there was a balance transfer.
That's right. Well, judging from what I just said. No, man, you were on the road. Go ahead. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. And I do see that your internet charges are $54.99 a month. So yes, you're absolutely correct on that. So I'm just trying to find out why there was a balance transfer.
The new charges, man. The new charges are $54, and my old charge was $49.99. And so again, never missed but one payment in 2 years. And there was a reason for that. I can't remember why right this minute, but we realized it. We realized it. We caught it up, and that was after. I spent. You don't know much of this. You have to go watch my channel, man. That's the reason I record all this stuff. It's not just this, it's everything I do now. It's everything, everywhere I speak to, because you have to. That's the bottom line. Is you have to. You don't believe me? Oh God, I don't wish any harm on anybody, man. But if you experience some type of trouble with your Amazon or your eBay or your what, you just wait until it's your turn, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And you'll wish that you had some type of proof of something that somebody told you, because it ain't what they're telling you now. And you don't have any means. There's no recourse unless you had the foresight to record your every movement. I don't leave the house, but I don't have a camera running. Ain't this a sad world? So here I am, calling Spectrum, trying to figure out where this erroneous charge came from. Billing me for a month I didn't have. Told them I was moving. Told me to take the equipment with me. You don't have internet this month, sir, but we're going to not bill you the regular charge. We're going to charge you $70 for a month you didn't have service. That's not even your regular billing rate. We're just throwing another $20 on there for, I don't know. You didn't explain that part.
So I'm looking at the last bill from the previous address, and it looks like there was a promotional rate for your internet. I'm sorry, for your charges on your account. There was a promotional rate, and it looks like the promotional rate expired on the 1st of November. So that was giving you a $20 discount, but expired on the 1st of November. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Oh, that's of this year, so that doesn't even affect what's going on with this bill. So it looks like I'm going to have to get you over to billing so they can dig into it a little bit more.
Yes,
like I said, I'm in cable repair. I just got to fix stuff.
I know, man. I know. At the first of the call, you might not have been privy to the information that when I tried to set the internet up, that I spoke with, I called. So you see how long this is taking to do. Just this is basic routine. It takes 20 minutes per representative to get any type of. That's just what it takes. You gotta verify this. You gotta make sure that it takes time. You gotta hear my complaint. You gotta figure out what to do about it. It takes time. I've done this with 4 separate representatives. The second one told me, hang up for 2 hours. It'll be on when you call it. Well, we know that tactic. So I'm stupid. I listened to what he said. I waited 2 hours. I called back. No one knew what I was talking about. I had to go through the whole thing again. Finally, the fourth representative asked me, did you go online and already agree to the contract at the thing? I said, what? Online? Nobody. No, I didn't do that. Nobody said there's nothing here to tell. So, for the first time, 4 representatives, for the first time, it was mentioned. Oh, sir, you need to do that. So I went and did that. And 20 minutes later, he got it up and running, and it ran. It ran until I left the house. Now I came back. It ain't run since. It has not run since. The thing is sitting here blinking, and there's a red light on it, and I'm looking at $133 and ain't had the thing 7 days. So you understand my frustration, I hope.
No, absolutely. When you're paying for a service, you should be able to access it.
That was my thought, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was my belief, 100%. And so that there was 2 things on my mind when I called today. One is we're gonna get this straightened out, and I'm gonna be a good customer. Or 2, y'all gonna need a new customer because I'm not putting up with it. Either one is fine with me, ma'am. I'm old, and you know how old people are. When you push them too far, that's it. It's done. So if you want me for a customer, I'll be glad to stay. But you're not gonna treat me like this. If you want a reasonable rate for and the service, ma'am. By the way, just incidentally, when it did work that few hours before I left the house, I got one reason I had this internet. One, I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I game on this mainly for the community. I'm old, I'm lonely, I got people that I'm friends with online, And so whether I can run the little game or not, I can interact with these people. This is nice. I appreciate this. Plus my email and internet and browsing. I don't use heavy internet. That game will run off of my phone hotspot. So I know it doesn't use that much signal, but yet it doesn't run off of this internet at this location. That was the first thing I did is complain about it. What'd y'all do to it? Well, no, you've got the same plan, same package, same speed. I said, well, it can't be. It can't be. I'm sitting here looking at it, not working. So, and it worked over there, and I moved 2 miles up the street, 2 miles, and it doesn't work over here. So they said they would send somebody. And I haven't seen anybody. I have had to do all this myself. I've had to pursue it. I've had to call. I've had to figure out. I've had to reason. I don't appreciate my position, man. This is too much effort to try to be a good customer. It's too much effort on my part. Did I not mention that that I had to run and install my own service on 2 separate occasions? I had to do it. I had to. 60 years old, I had to crawl up under my own house because the man refused. He wouldn't run the wire. I had to do it. He got paid to, though. Ma'am.
So as for running the wires, it shouldn't
No, you don't have to over here. The first location, the previous location, they didn't have internet in the room that I needed. I'm disabled. I'm not running room to room, running to check every time this thing doesn't work. Go in there and see is the red light blinking. All right, come back and see what's on the TV and run back in there. I've done that before. That's no ma'am. So I said I want the thing sitting beside the TV. He said he would be happy to. But when he looked outside, the foundation looked. It appeared that it was low to the ground. And he said, oh, no, I can't fit. And I tried to explain to him, sir, that thing is very deep. It's covered up. They've filled it. It's not deep. There's plenty of room. He wouldn't even look. So I said, give me the wire. Give me the damn wire, and I'll do it myself. And so that's what happened. I pulled the wire and ran it all the way back to the location for the man. So, and then, let's see, is he not the, oh, he's the second one that had to come because the first one lied. He didn't want to do the same thing either. And then he went outside. I'll be right back. He got on the phone and called Time Warner. But that was not Time Warner. Spread'em. Called them, said that I was not home. Little did he know, he took so long that I called Spread'em at the same time. Behind his back, I was in the other room. And I had them on the line, and they were telling me that he told them nobody was home and he needed to reschedule. And I carried the lady I had on the phone. I carried the phone to the man. I said, he's standing right here. Would you like to speak to him? And I handed him the phone. And whatever was said between them, I don't know. But he got mad and left. He immediately got mad and left. He didn't say anything to me. He didn't do anything. He laid the phone down where it went on the little table on the porch. He got in his truck. And when I heard the truck crank, I came out to see what was going on. I saw my phone laying there, and then he left. He didn't say a word. He didn't wave nothing. About 2 hours later, that's when the other man came that wouldn't run the wire that I ran the thing. But, ma'am, I don't even know why nobody wants to hear the story. I'm sorry I made you listen to it. You know why? Because nobody cares. Just tell me what I need to do to be a good customer, ma'am. I'll leave you alone.
I definitely understand the frustration. You shouldn't have had to go through all that just to get service. I definitely agree with that. So like I said, I can get you over to billing. They can get you the bottom of where the balance transfer came from.
The beautiful thing about this whole madness, the absolute beauty of it, is I don't have a choice. Y'all don't have a competitor over here. Y'all don't have one. You can do this to as many people as you want to in this area because nobody has a choice. And the internet seems to be a luxury to a lot of people, but the government sees that it's a necessity. I see homeless people walking around with cell phones. They seem to think that that there is a need for humans the basic need for communication. I don't know. That seems to be their opinion. They didn't ask me to vote on that, so I don't know. I don't know how it worked. But it seems strange to me that I'm having to beg for adequate service over here. I can't even pay a reasonable rate at a rate that I can count on being the same as you explained to me. It went up November. You were aware of it. I knew nothing about it. Seemed like somebody would have at least warned me that we're going up on your stuff next month. Get ready.
So on your bill, I actually was looking at your bill, and it says right on there that your promotional rate will expire on, and it tells you the date. So whenever the rates go up, it does list it on your bill for you.
And that's where you have me at a disadvantage. You clearly do, because I don't open the bills. I don't open them. I don't believe that we should be robbing the trees, writing these bills that I know it's the same thing every month. I don't understand why I even get a bill. We agree, it's an agreement. I pay you this much per month, and you provide this much service, but yet I get so many promotional packages to a customer that already exists that the promotion cannot even apply to. Y'all are wasting so much money sending this stuff, and it's good quality paper. Man, I'm a business owner, or was, for 33 years. Successfully, I might add. But I know what that letter stock costs. And there's the waste that you're having to compensate for. It's going to have to come off your paying customers to try to attract the new ones. That's not fair to us.
I was just saying, because you had said that didn't get notification that your bill was going to change. So I was just letting you know where I did find it. Yes, and I absolutely understand if you want to go green, we do have paperless options where you would just get emailed your bill instead of getting like a hard copy of it. We do have those options as well. But a lot of people take advantage of. I
think my point was, ma'am, you're right. I did digress a bit. I didn't mean to. My point was if they could afford to send all of these promotional bills, it seemed like that I would warrant at least one special notification that my services were about to change, not some little PS somewhere in the midst of all of that. It looks like hieroglyphics to me, ma'am. Everything's printed on there. I'm sure it's written in English, but it makes absolutely no sense to me until I call a representative and have them decipher it for me. Because the bill's presented in terminology that is for Spectrum to understand, not the customers.
So the bottom line,
I wasn't aware of the increase. I won't be aware of this one if I remain a customer. When it increases, I'm not going to be looking at the bill, man. The bill tells me one thing. I need to pay the bill. Light bill, I don't open the light bill. I call, they tell me how much it is. If it sounds within reason, then I pay it. My light bill's been $60, $70 for the past 10 years. I did have a month that it was way different. And I knew that it was a mistake with the bill. I didn't even have to ask. I knew it was a mistake. Nothing over here changes. And yes, we worked it out. It took a little while. They figured it out. It was another billing, something somehow got put on mine. It was supposed to have been over there. No problem. But no, ma'am. It's not like that when I call Sprep. It's not like that when I call Straight Talk either. It's not like that when I call eBay. Let's see who else is in this madness. Man, right now, what do I need to do to be a good customer with Sprep?
So we have two things that I can do. So now currently, is your internet working or not working for you?
I don't have it turned on. When I saw that 133, I unplugged it, and it's sitting at the door for me to decide which direction it's going. Am I going to put it back in place, or is it going back and I'm going to put it on back of the truck and I'm going to sling it in the parking lot somewhere?
Okay, so in that case, I do need to get you over to billing so for just a moment here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm just going to pop over and get an agent, and I'll be right back for you, okay?
Well, I'm sorry you had to be the one, ma'am. I bet you were having a nice day, too. I hope I didn't interfere with that. I didn't mean to. I'm just trying to figure out how to be a good customer over here, so please forgive me.
I'm just here to help. I just want to get you to the best place, so just bear with me for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Only $5 more per month.
Only $5 more per month.
Go to channel 2495 or visit spectrum.com.
Well, I think somebody need a foot right square in their butt. Only. How you gonna talk only about my money and tell me what only is? Then I can't afford only. How about that? How does that make me feel? Only. I'm sitting here and wait for these numbers. What if I get kicked?
Thank you for choosing Spectrum. You can count on us to keep you connected when it matters most.
Screw you, but I know they do. Yes, they do. Spread them with screw you. That's why they call them spread them. That's the first thing they tell you when you try to sign up. Oh, you better spread them.
You can track your technician, chat with our virtual assistant, and even upgrade your services. Download the My Spectrum app today. Thank you so much for your patience. So I did get an agent on the line for you. I already let her know that you need to know where the charges are coming from and see if we can fix this and get this up and going for you, okay?
What was your name again, man?
Tracy.
Miss Tracy. I hope you forgive my demeanor, but you can tell I'm a little bit perturbed, and I don't mean you be directed at you personally. I hope you understand that, and if you did, please accept my apology. You're a nice lady. I know you tried to help. I'm just, it's my money, my frustration, my time. I'm old. I ain't got time for it. So.
No, I absolutely understand the frustration. It's your hard-earned money, absolutely. So, like I said, I'm just going to get you to the best place so it has the most information and get you up and going. So, I'm going to transfer you over now. She is waiting and ready to help.
Thank you again, Ms. Tracy. Enjoy your day.
Absolutely. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Alrighty, thank you for your patience. My name is Randy in the billings department. Can you hear me okay?
Daisy?
Hello. So the agent in video repair, internet repair, was letting me know that you wanted to go over your bill and the billing charges. Is that correct?
It'd probably be easier for me to just tell you, ma'am, and part that I do understand. I had a promo. It expired in November. I wasn't aware that it expired in November. I paid my bill as normal on November, so I didn't pay the increase. And I called the end of November. That was when I paid my bill. I normally pay it 15th, 16th, but I didn't then. I told them I'm moving. I had a lot going on. I'm moving. What do you want me to do with my stuff? And they said, oh, you can take your stuff with you to your new location and let us know when you can get ready, and we'll tell you how to hook it up. Well, I knew how to hook the wire into it because when the man brought it first time, he was supposed to install it. I had to install it myself. See, you don't know any of that, but yeah, he would. He simply wouldn't, and I had to. So I had a little bit of experience there, and so I plugged it up, and it didn't work, and I didn't have time for it. Boxes everywhere, new location, change of address, quit, kit. Somewhere about, I don't know, 17th, 20th of December, I called back. I said, look, man, I just plugged this thing in. It ain't working. What do I have to do? Ma'am, I had 4 representatives, 4 of them. First one went everything they could think of. Well, I don't know. I got to transfer you to somebody. The second one, everything he could think of. Lights coming on, lights blinking off. Go unplug it. Plug it in. But unplug it. Count to 30. Okay, plug it. All of that. You know what he had me do. And then he told me, well, we got it. We know it's going. You wait for 2 hours and call back if it's working or not. He already knew. I didn't know the tactic at the time. I didn't recognize it. So that's what I did. I called back in 2 hours. It wasn't working. And so got the 3rd representative. They didn't know. Transferred me to yet the 4th representative. I know this very well, ma'am. I watch my own videos. And so at that point, one of them finally asked me, or at some point in that, speaking to him, finally asked me, did you go online and click your I agree to your thing? Did you do that? I was, but that's the first I've heard of it. So obviously, no, I hadn't done it. Let me do that right quick. Went in it. 4 representatives, man, before anybody thought to even ask that. How much time? They do this for a living, by the way. So there I am. I did that. Got signed the clicky thing. Then he got it going. I got a blue light. Oh, hallelujah. I turned my little game on. I thought there was something wrong with it. I called and told him immediately. I said, this thing ain't working right. Oh, well, it probably will. It has to. We got to adjust this, whatever. It will. In a few hours, it'll be fine. I left the house. I came back home in a few hours. The blue light wasn't blinking anymore. And I ain't played with it since. And so from that, now that's where we are. Now, this is just barely January. I told you I paid a bill November. I moved December. I got the internet working for maybe 3, 5, 8 hours. I don't know how long. It wasn't working when I came home. It ain't worked since. And now I got a bill that says it's $133.
Yes, sir. So, this I can explain to them. I definitely understand your concern with the tech issues. It looks like you're
Well,
over at
I need to explain this
as
first.
far as that.
I was told that I was going to pay $55 a month. It went up $5 for some reason. And it's not $5, it's 12% is what that is. Anyway, I was told that that's what I was going to pay. And now it's not even been a month. I still don't even have service. And that bill's genuinely over double what I was told. I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. Now I'll pay you $55 a month, and I'm prepared to do that. But anything else, ma'am, this thing, I don't even have it plugged in right now. It's sitting beside the front door. So I'm trying to decide what to do with it. That's the reason I'm taking it. I've been going through this for 3 days, dreading this call. I have not made it. I've got things I need to be doing today. I don't want to be making this call now. I don't want it. But I'm getting it. What I'm doing is I'm getting it over with one way or the other. So tell me what I need to do to be a good customer, or tell me when you're going to come where I need to leave this equipment so you can pick it up. Either one.
Well, if you decide to cancel the account, sir, you will need to bring the equipment to a UPS store. As far as the bill, it shows that you did transfer from an old address, so your balance also transferred from your old address to 6894.
Well, why do I have? No, ma'am. Okay, that's the first thing.
Transfer from your old address, it shows they explained to you before you disconnected that there was still a past due charge
That doesn't make any sense. I never missed a payment. Got paid through November. You want to explain how December got so expensive? And plus, we never had December, by the way. We moved December.
We did move, but we did not prorate. It looks like your balance on December the 3rd, when we sent out your bill, was $128, and you made your payment on December the 7th. So it took off $50. But the other charges were still on there for the past year.
No, hold it. You need to repeat that one more time. Let me turn this off. I can't believe.
Yeah, sure.
So your bill was.
Your old account was $59.99. It was due on November the 19th. You did not make that payment until December the 7th. So your new bill did generate. So at that time, your balance was $128.93 for 2 months, and it looks like you submitted your payment.
Well, stop right there, cause you just said I paid for November, and then you go 1 month, December, and now it's 2 bills. Now where'd the second one come from?
So your November statement was due on November 16th.
And it got paid in December. You pointed that out. November got paid December.
So I'm explaining, sir, your new bill generated, it was paid late. So your December payment was due on December the 16th, and that's what transferred to your new account.
My new
your
bill.
December payment.
My new bill. For what month?
December. The dates generate from December the 2nd until January the 1st. That you transferred, those charges were added to your new account.
Transferred those charges?
Yes, sir. It's extra busy that you created a new account, so it transferred the old charges onto your current account. That's why the bill seems higher.
Well, the current account has a 0 balance. According to this email,
the current account has a balance of $133.92. Sir, did you have any other billing questions?
Yes, I do. Because, ma'am, I'm not going to be subject to paying the month that I didn't have. That's the reason I called in the first place.
Well, it shows you transferred services, so it did transfer your balance to the new account.
Ma'am, you're using terminology that was presented to me by someone who very, very knowledgeably understands that and any difference between the terminology that I was trying to use. So what I in fact did, yes, want to do was move this service, but I told them I'm not going to have it for the next month. Well, I'm not paying for a month that I didn't have. As simple as that. I'm not paying for it. You didn't provide me a service. I didn't use any of your information, your internet. So I'm not paying for it.
Okay, sir, I'll be sure to notate the account that you're not going to pay for the balance.
No, I don't feel that Spectrum is not stealing that money from me. That's okay. Okay,
yeah, not a problem. I'll be sure to notate the account for you, sir. Did you have any other questions for me today?
Yes, ma'am. I think that is the end of this. And when you brought me this equipment, now you need to come pick it up because I'm disabled. I don't have the means to carry this. All this was done. That's the reason this took a month. We had to have this done. I don't have the means to travel anywhere. So Spectrum needs to send a box or whatever. You brought it. If you want it, come pick it up.
Okay, one moment. Let me get you over to cancellation so they can cancel, and then I'll be sure to send out a box for you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, my name is Stephen. Who has the pleasure of speaking today?
Saving this ain't gonna be your pleasure, bud, and I apologize in advance. But it took me 8 representatives to get me this pissed the hell off. So, and that's the reason that we're just done. We're done. So you deal with me today, and you'll never have to see me again.
Oh, okay. Let me just flip your account real quick. It looks like I just did one pulling up. Give me just 1 second to look at the notes here. Alright, it looks like there was a transfer of service to a new location, and you're wanting to cancel completely.
Yeah, let's see what happened. I paid November. I moved December, didn't have any internet. Been trying, had 5 representatives try to get the thing going when I got over here over the course of 2 weeks, and couldn't get it going. There's people that do this for a living. Finally, the 4th representative, it's on YouTube, but it's on my channel on YouTube. The 4th representative says, "Oh, by the way, did you go online and agree to the clicky thing?" And then no, this is the first I've heard of it, but I don't remember doing that the first time, as a matter of fact. So yeah, had to go do that. Pal had internet briefly for a few hours. When I left the house, I had internet. When I came back home, the red light was blinking again. I ain't had time to play with it. I've been out of town for the past couple, 3 or 4 days. I came back, red light still blinking, tried to hook it up and unplug it myself, and it's still blinking. I called to figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, I opened this bill, my first piece of packet mail on my brand new place, $133. Well, I just paid, it was $50 at November, and told me the new place, well, we can't do, your promo ended, and we're going to have to charge you $55 now. I agreed to that reluctantly, and got it going, and now look, $133. The last lady's been trying to explain to me, no, we padded the bill up while November, while you wasn't looking, and went up on some stuff, and we charged you November, even though you said that you was moving, and we told you to go ahead, and we understand that you're down, and just call us when you're ready to go. We went ahead, and we got this big old greasy one we trying to get waiting for you. You know, that's why we called spread them. So here it is, $133 now. Thank you for being a spread them customer. Well, you understand this, bud? No, absolutely not. No way in hell. So your equipment's sitting here at the front door, ready to go, ready to have somebody pick it up. And that's the reason I'm speaking with you.
And real quick, what's your first and last name?
My first name is David Bergner. But for some reason, Spread'em has my name as Yamaza Ho. Do I sound like Yamaza? Anyway, don't answer that. That'll get you in trouble, actually. Don't answer. Yeah. My email is yamazaho@gmail. Cause come on, cuz, don't get it? Yamaza Ho, I thought that was just going to just really set them on fire, right? I chose that for a reason. After about, I don't know, about the 10th time I called, I said, let me change my email account. I got a special one for you. Nobody got it. Not one person. Not one, bud. But yet I told you, I went through 4 representatives who do this daily, 8 hours a day for a living, before I got to one that said, yeah, did you do that little basic thing that, we got to tell everybody? Did anybody tell you that? No, nobody told me that. This is because it's the professionalism. I'm sorry? But when I turned this thing on 3 days ago, I had the man I got an email that said I had a 0 balance. I was starting a new account with a 0 balance. And here it is. Yeah, and that's what this is all about, because I told you I paid in November. I didn't have service in December, and somehow an amount that doesn't add up to any version of the portion that I was charged, right? The rate that I was charged, right? $50. 50 plus 50 is 100. 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150. I don't know how this 130 got magically generated. I paid November. I didn't have service for December. I don't owe for December. So we started a new service. January had a zero balance. Now, if y'all can adhere to that and provide me a service for 12% more, again, reluctantly, I'll agree to it. If not, come get it.
All right. Well, yeah, no, obviously you want to keep your business. And I'm sorry to hear about the issues you have as far as the balance being transferred, they had knowledge on stuff. But yeah, normally, if you have service on, and when you build for, but let me ask you this: in December, at your old location, did you not have service on?
No, sir. No, well, I don't know. I don't know. But sir, everybody was aware of everything I was doing. The power bill, my everybody. Spread them is no different. I told you I spoke to four representatives just trying to turn the thing back on. I know I spoke to no less than three trying to figure out what do I carry the equipment with me? What do you want me to do? What do I leave it here? Because one of them did tell me leave it there. I said, well, I've done that before, and then they tried to charge me for it, and then said that I was supposed to. So I'm not doing that. So unless somebody, I want somebody to send me something to tell me, put it in my email, send me a letter, tell me something. I want something that I can show somebody that's what you told me to do. And so, no, I didn't get that. So I told him that last lady told me, no, just carry it with you. And when you get there, let us know and we'll get it going again. No, that took, how many times have I called? Look at my record, man. I've called over the past month. I has been majoritarily trying to get somebody to get the service established. I ain't even had it December. And then I have the one day that it did work was briefly for hours. I got to play with it a little bit before I had to leave the house. And when I came back home, the little red light's been blinking and has been blinking ever since.
Right now, at this moment, is it working?
No, sir. No, sir. It is not. No, sir. I'm using Straight Talk, hotspot, and getting a better signal, by the way, than when it was working briefly the other day, whatever day it was. So it's last Wednesday, I think. No, your little usage thingy over there should be able to clearly show nothing's being used over here.
Well, yeah. I'm not internet repair. Looking at your signal and stuff like that. I was just trying to figure out if you were actually up and running based off of you mentioned you were without service and you had service.
That's right.
I was just curious.
I hear it is.
But anyway,
everything caught up on.
Because again, I want to keep you as a customer. I get the rough experience and obviously I can understand where you're coming from.
Woo, you should have shared in conversation with the previous girl then, because she didn't give a damn, and it was clear, and she quickly transferred me to you. So that's.
Well, let me see what I can do for you, right? Give me just some hours, we'll look over our options.
I appreciate whatever, but you understand my position. The thing is sitting right here by the door. So you tell me what I need, I'll do either one. If I can remain a customer with a sane, I am not. Yes, sir. Whatever you can present me as an option would be appreciated.
I'm not transferring you. I'm just going, hold for 1 minute while I reach out to you. There's anything else we can do for you, man. I'll be right back. Okay.
You can't do anything worse. It's already been done to me, but you can go right ahead and do what you need to do. Thank you. Okay. Almost 10 o'clock. What am I? Oh, and my hotspot don't work on the phone. Yes, sir.
Question for you. If I was able to go ahead and get the Ultra Internet, which is the 400, right now you have the 200, if I got you the Ultra speed for free, the upgrade cost was usually $20 extra. If I got that for free for 3 years, and I was able to get like a one-time adjustment, like $20 towards the balance, would you want to keep your service? And I get a technician out there for you as well to get you actually up and running.
You see, I don't know what that actually translates into.
Okay, so I'll recap. So one, I'll give you a $20 adjustment, which I know doesn't cover the whole balance. I get that, but in return, what I'll also do for you is get you double the internet speed that you're given right now, which usually you pay an extra $20 a month for the Ultra.
Right.
I would give you the $20 upgrade for free for 36 months, which is 3 years. And you get a technician out there for you because you mentioned your service isn't actually working right now.
I have questions about this.
Okay.
How long is this promotion? You're giving me something for 3 years, but on a promotional package that I don't think it's offered to me, but for 1 year.
So the free Ultra part has nothing to do with your current promotion that you were given.
That's what I was
It's a
thinking about.
separate promotion.
Because
You get higher speed for free.
again, I'm one of those customers, but I can barely afford the internet service to begin with. When I lose this promotional, then it goes up to $70 or $80. I simply won't be able to retain it because I won't be able to afford it. So the extra internet that you'll be giving me for 3 years, I won't be able to take advantage of. And then there might be an attachment to it that I'm not aware of. That, well, you quit, you turned it off, so now you have to pay for whatever. There's some type of shame on you for quitting us fee.
No, we don't do any, penalties or anything like that. If you ever leave service, the only thing that would affect you negatively balance-wise if you were to leave is if you leave in the middle of the month and you're still responsible for that full month's balance, like we don't do prorations. But other than that, there isn't any penalties, or if you leave us, we're going to charge you extra just because you left. That's not a thing. That's going to contract.
What I was led to believe when I left December 3rd, when I spoke with whoever I spoke with, that is not at all what I was led to believe. When that month would indeed be prorated. I had just made the payment. That was the reason I called, because I had forgotten to pay for November. I had forgotten. And then I paid for November, December 3rd. And I spoke with somebody. I'm moving. I should be in by the 18th. Well, that was wrong. They didn't have the place ready, blah, 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 blah. It was later than that. I got in. I tried to get the internet going. Oh, we didn't till somewhere late in December. Then I got an email. We had to reestablish the account. It wasn't a transfer. It was a new service. And then, which I didn't understand, because again, that's not what I was told was happening. But regardless, the bottom line is I had internet. That's what I wanted. And when I came back home, I didn't have it, and I haven't had it since. And they're still trying to charge me for December and trying to go up on the rate. I'm sorry, but that just doesn't seem fair. I've been a business owner for the past 33 years. I'm retired now. I have never seen the need to treat my customer like that. I made a profit the whole time. The whole time. That's not true. I lost money sometimes, but I never lost a customer. Never. You hear me? Never. They might have gone somewhere else and thought they could do better, but they came back. Every one of them. But it's not hard. It really isn't. I just don't understand my position. I appreciate it. Well, that's the beauty of it. That is the whole beauty of it. That I think maybe I have you at a disadvantage personally at this particular point, but Spread'em overall realizes I don't have a choice. They don't have. There's no competition here. It's them or nothing. And now I can use my little hotspot. That's what I have been doing on my phone, and I'm finding out that it's not much more expensive. Well, now it's not any more expensive to just buy 10 more gigabytes and just add it to the plan right quick. And that's because I don't stream video. I just play a video game. And basically, I'm not even good at it, but I suck at it. So I spend most of the time hiding. But I have a camaraderie. I'm old. I'm retired. I'm handicapped. I can't leave the house. I don't have anything to do. I'm waiting for God to knock on my front door. But until he does, what little interaction I have with the world, that I don't bother people calling them directly on the cell phone or worrying them to death on Facebook, I'm on this little video game, just chatting with people. I got friends all over the world, and I really find that I enjoy that. I never thought I would. I laughed at people who were gaming. How dare they waste their time and their life? But I see an aspect now that I can appreciate. And with that, any internet service will get me that far. But as it turns out, that was the first thing I did when I got the internet working that day. The first thing I did was go straight to that game to get in. Hey guys, I'm back. And I got to go away, but I'll be on tonight. Y'all be sure and look for me. And then, well, you know that part. When I came home, it wasn't working again. But even then, it wasn't working great. And I was told, oh, yeah, it'll buffer out. Your new place, new thing, new blah, blah, blah. Everything has to kumbaya, and it takes a while for the cloud to adjust. And you'll quit glitching after a while. I don't know. Maybe that's true. But right then, it sure was working better at the previous location. And I wondered about that because he said, you've established a new service. So that meant a new promo. And I don't know anything about these speeds. Hell, he had to tell me 5 times before I knew which one was the router and which one was the other thing. And it's not what I do for a living. And I don't want to learn the terminologies, right? I plug it in and use it. I just want to be a good customer. I just want to use the service and pay the bill. That's all I want to do. That's again, when I'm waiting for God. I ain't got time for none of the rest of it. So. Yeah. The game doesn't burn that much internet, as it turns out. It doesn't. I can use 2 gigs will last me many hours. It just depends on how hard and how long I play and how diligent. But yeah, 10 gigs will last me all month. Yes, it will. For what little, because I don't sit around and play all day, but I suppose I could on about 10 or 15 gigabytes. So I don't know what that equates to in the internet world. I really don't. But I'm trying to answer your question. And off of the experience that I've had switching to this method, it's provided me an adequate experience at it has to be a reasonable rate because it's supporting it And when I get in, certain aspects of this game require a good signal, or you just can't. It's useless to try it. I don't know how to explain it, but they call it lag. That's I don't. All right. Well, good.
I play video games too. I understand where you're coming from. I know.
Oh, so running, running in place, or moving up to a location and then realizing the screen you're back where you started from 2 seconds ago, and you're having to travel that whole distance again, and then you're back again. I think they call that rubber banding. Um, I don't. Again, I don't know this stuff, but I'm old. The only reason I even got this game was a fluke because it streamed better on the PlayStation 3 my son had to my television that was supposedly a smart TV. It streamed YouTube and Netflix and whatever. Well, it buffered all the time. But when my son ran YouTube through his PlayStation, it didn't buffer. Then my son left and moved in with, well, he just left. And I didn't have a PlayStation, so I bought one on Craigslist so I could do the streaming thing. The one on Craigslist came with a stack of games. I'm old, I'm bored, nothing to do. So I ran them all through the machine, one by one. And all I learned is I'm not a gamer. I'm really not, I thought, until I saw a video. One of this one guy who made the game look so easy. And another was these group of guys who made fun of the game, and they're actually hilarious. They made me want the game. I tried it. I've been addicted ever since. And now I can't play it. It's actually called Battlefield 3. It's old. I think it's 10 years old.
Yeah, I played that before. Because the new one just came out. Battlefield 2042 is like
well, that appears to be the one that's going to make up for all the rest of them that they tried to pawn off under the same name, under the guise of. It's not even close. And nothing will ever be Battlefield 3. But it's
Battlefield 4 was good too, but after Battlefield 4 they stopped becoming current time and they went back into the past.
Well, again,
I didn't think was very good either.
For me, it was the camaraderie. These now have it's not the game anymore. These are little personal chessboards that when you play against the right people, it's no, it's who moves first, who dies first, who, and then again the camaraderie that it already has diminished. The game is fading. The internet's the servers are not supported. The websites are closing down. We're being ushered into a choice. You're either going to go Xbox or PlayStation, or you're going to play this or that. So the community is breaking up, but they're still at this point, for what little time I've got left, there are still some diehard individuals that are still there, and I'm pretty good friends with. Some of them I actually call. I have their phone number, and we call and send little pictures of what we're doing in life and stuff. And it's a it's something I never thought that I would have, but I've always been too busy working. Until I retired, I never knew this aspect of life. I kind of made fun of it for people who had just had too much time on their hands. Well, now I got too much time on my hands. So
yeah, no, the PC world even bigger because you don't have to worry about upgrading your console every couple of years. So people just get like a gaming computer and you can play all the games. You don't have to worry about it.
I can't afford it. I didn't have the retirement plan. I didn't do all. I didn't retire, but I got retired. I went to sleep. I was fine. I woke up. I ain't been fine since. And that's just how it is. I just don't feel sorry for me. Just understand that's how it is. Because if you want to feel sorry for somebody, You look in the mirror, because your turn's coming. And I'll tell you right now, quit eating sugar and quit eating bread, grain. Quit it. But you won't do it. Nobody does. And so with that, yeah, here I am, bud. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this equipment. You want me to plug it back in, or you want me to sit it on the other side of the door?
Well, yeah, I want to keep you as a customer, so whatever we can get that done is what I want to focus on. Like I said, I'd be more than happy to give you an adjustment of, $20, which I know isn't that much, but it's still what I can do for you. And also, like I said, that higher speed internet, which, you might not understand the difference of, but the easiest way to explain it is right now you have 200 megabits per second, which is your speed. This higher speed I would give you for free for 3 years is 400, so it doubled the speed of what you currently have. Which normally people pay an extra $20 a month for this upgrade, which I'm going to give to you for free for 3 years.
$20 a month. $20. So basically, you're not going to owe you $110 now, which is the $55 twice. So
that is correct.
So pay for December that I didn't use, and pay for January because I got a zero balance, but pay for it anyway. And that'll and if I can give you $110, that's going to give me a zero balance, and it's going to give me the megabytes, and it's going to get my internet working today.
Well, I'm going to bring it up 100, but I'll cover the difference. It'll be a couple bucks short, but I'll figure it out. I'll make sure you get down to $110. Give me 1 second. Let me see what the exact needs to be. And it's $133.92, so technically $23.92, but I'll cover the extra couple bucks. So yeah, it'll be, leave you with exactly $110. And then for the technician, you said it's not working, right? I mean, even when it's plugged in, it wasn't working, right? Before you unplugged it?
No, it just got unplugged about 3 hours ago. Because
So was it working before you unplugged it?
No. It hadn't worked.
No, okay.
It hadn't worked since whatever day we established service. It worked.
Okay.
After I spoke to the fifth representative, he's the one that got it working. But the fourth representative is the one that asked me the question, did you go online and click the I agree thingy? 4 people, sir, who do this for a living daily. But yet they kept having me run around and turn it off and unplug it. They kept sending signals. They kept trying this for a living. They kept diligently trying. Never once thinking that one little aspect. I don't do this for a living, so I didn't know. When the man mentioned it, I may have had to do it 2 years ago or whatever when I first started. Of course, then you remember, I don't know if I told you, I had to run my own damn service too. The man showed up, refused, lied, wouldn't come in the house, lied, said I wasn't home. I was already calling because I was mad because he wouldn't come in. And then gave him the phone with the representative that I was speaking with, who let him explain, well, if I'm not home, how are you completing this call? How are you speaking to this person on this phone then? Yeah, he didn't like that, and he left. And so when the next one came, he wouldn't run the wire. I told him I'm not chasing the thing all the way. Well, you got a wire back in the back of the house. I said, I'm not walking. I'm disabled, bud. Look at me. I said, I'm not doing that. When the little red light is on or off, and they have me doing this little monkey circus show and dog and pony trick, I'm not doing it. I want the thing beside my TV here in the living room with me, like the rest of America. I said, and so when the light's blinking red or blue, I want to look up and see it. And if I've got to go monkey with it, I'm not going in the back of the house. Well, he refused. It was too low for him. So I got him to stick the wire through the hole that I drilled in the floor. And I went up under the house and pulled the little wire to the other end of the house for him. I did that. So my experience with Spread'em so far, bud, I'm telling you. And I put it, and here's the amazing thing. I'll put all this on YouTube, every bit of it, every time I call Spread'em or anybody else. Put it on YouTube. Guess what? I got 9 views. 9. Some of them's got 3. One of them's got 6. There's 15 videos of phone calls exactly like this that nobody cares about. There's no contingency nowhere. And if you don't understand it, I don't know if you have an eBay account or anything, but wait till that goes wrong. Wait till you need to speak with someone. It's at every turn. It's everywhere. It's the world we live in now. And that's just how it is. So until Takeover Tuesday, I don't know. Like I said, all I'm trying to do is be a good customer. If somebody let me.
And back to the technician part, because obviously we need the service up and running. You're going to be working for you to be able to use the service. So, are you available tomorrow in the afternoon for a technician out there for you?
I'm hoping that we're gonna work this monetary thing that we got out between us right this minute, and that's going to restore my service. And then I'm gonna go over here and monkey around, try to plug it in, and funk with it again. And if I can't, I'm gonna call somebody back, and then they gonna coach me through it, and we're gonna get it working. And if we can't, then yeah, I'll probably have to have the guy come out.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a plan to me. So let me go ahead and back to the adjustment part. Let me go ahead and get that exact number for you, okay? Let me see what I can work out for you. Give me just a minute. Be right back. 1 second.
This is gonna take forever to upload. Here's the wonderful thing. I don't think I have $100 in the account. Oh man. Well, at least we don't have the music.
Just checking out with you here. I'm almost out, okay? Be right back. Just give me 1 minute here.
Take your time, bud. Thank you.
Thank you.
Still trying to figure out a way to pay for the internet after the promo ends. Because that speed thing is, I guess that's important. I don't know what he said I got it. I don't know what I got, but it probably ain't what I need. There we go. See if this game works. Yeah, you asked how to do it. I'm on my neighbor's internet. Now that I got that fuzzy music in the background, I can tell you. Hell, I can show you. Why didn't I do that? Let me sit here and think about this. 78%. Where's the button? Oh, golly. This works. Now, look. Now, see. When I belongs to the neighbor. I'm in a duplex over here. I ain't very happy about blah, 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 blah. Just moved in. And I know I'm sitting over why I got hung on just my antenna for material until I do something better. Run my little thing outside. And I ain't done it yet. So they think I live next door. And the internet does work. I can get the thing up and running. But when this whole bottom line is, had a zero balance 3 days ago and then turned around and had a $133 balance and couldn't figure it out. And then, yeah, they not only went up damn near double on the bill and charged me for a month I didn't have after telling me, don't worry about it, but let us know when you get there and we'll adjust it. And then, no, they didn't. And I didn't record that conversation. And I didn't record the one previous to this one when he told me I had a new service and had a zero balance. I'm trying to figure out, well, they probably know through the router has an identification thing to it, because that little silence was my brain fart trying to figure out, did I tell them my location that I came from, or did I just come out there? So I don't remember specifically, so I can't really attest any of that. But here's the game. This is my neighbor's internet. Let's see if I can find one that I can get on. And you see that little bit, it takes a while. Either he's got some shitty internet, or he does a whole lot of uploading. But I'm thinking he just don't have very good internet. Plus, I have a 5 gig router, and he don't. Now, I know this game doesn't use 5 gig. Yes, sir.
Alright, so when I got the adjustment on your account for you, so right now instead of being 110, it's actually less. We had it down to $103.92. That's the total balance on the account.
And what is my window on that?
The due date isn't even until the 19th, so
I'll pay that. I will pay that. Turn the thing on. Give me the thing you said it was. How many megabytes is that per minute? Gigabytes, whatever. Per second?
It's 400. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that part now, and I'll go ahead and get the speed upgrade put in there for you. Okay?
400 versus
200.
So it's double.
Yeah.
So I can upload a video now instead of 6 hours. It'll be 3 hours.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, it's literally double the speed. So yeah, the download speed will be double. So if something takes a certain amount of time, then yes, it should be done half the time now. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting that change put through for you as well. Give me just about 4 minutes, right?
And that'll be for 3 years.
That's 36 months, yes, sir. 3 years.
All right.
So let me run that up for you. I'll be back in just another minute here.
$104 we're down to. I'm paying $55 a month for that. I'm paying for December. But I'm going ahead and paying December. And then I'm apparently paying January in advance. So
that's right. Yeah, it's not due until the 19th technically for January.
Well, that's okay. All right. We can do that.
All right. I'll be right back. Thank you. One second.
Listen. Well, that's gonna make Nader happy. Watch this guy. Oh, this guy ain't gonna be happy. Let's watch what happens as soon as I join in and I'm in his little buggy. Oh, his little buggy don't drive right no more. Look, I can't even shoot. Yeah. So that's the difference between like phone hotspot. It works, but it's just not good enough. Not to really participate. I can't look. Yeah, and then that happens. But hopefully that'll change. This man's fixing me up with some speed. So I don't even know what this phone provides internet wise. I have no idea how many megabytes or whatever it's given per second. It's enough to run the game, but it ain't enough to it ain't enough to run on the game. How about that? So, and then, oh God, and then I got to go do the router thing and unplug it and reinitiate everything. Everything. I got to tell it new internet. The router works now, guys. Yo, work on this. So that's going to be interesting. You know, I just assume God show on up. I ain't kidding. Just go on, knock on the door. In fact, it ain't even locked, man. Just come on in. Hell, you just blow the horn. I'll meet you halfway. Shit.
Thank you for choosing Spectrum. You can count on us to keep you connected when it matters most.
Don't give up, y'all. It's almost over.
Looking for something new to watch? Spectrum TV customers enjoy exclusive access to exciting shows from Spectrum Original, free on demand. Binge all episodes of The Bite, Eden, plus so much more.
Damn.
Did you know with the My Spectrum app, it is easier than ever to manage your account? Sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got that upgrade put through for you now. So if you want to go ahead and, like you said, hook up the equipment, and then if there's any issues, more than welcome to give us a call. But the upgraded speed is there, and I have a confirmation number 2 if you want to write this down.
Oh, please.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Yes, sir. Go ahead with that.
330-327-294.
That's a reference number for what particular aspect?
That's for the higher internet that I got for free for 3 years for you. That's that confirmation number. Then your balance was $133.92. You got a $30 adjustment, which is why it's now $103.92.
$104. Okay.
Yes, if you want to round up, then yes, 104.
Well, I mean a few cents, but come on.
Yeah, no, I got you. That's what that's 104.
When you have children, that'd be the first thing you do, won't you? Tell him when he's got something costs $4.99. Go and explain it to him that that's actually $5. It'll make his world a lot easier.
I'll keep that in mind. I gotta give you the exact amount, unfortunately.
I do understand that, sir, but that's been around for quite some time, and it's still here for a reason. It's still here for a reason. Thank you very much. Your name again, sir?
Yes, sir.
Stephen. That's a good, strong name. Stephen, I appreciate it. I really do. I mean, I appreciate it. Because I'm telling you that you can't see it, but it's sitting here at my front door. So I appreciate what you've done for me. This will be the last. Thank you for giving me the chance to try and keep your business. Because again, I mean, I apologize if someone made you feel like your business. Well, I'm gonna tell you about this right here, bud. The like 7 representatives, you're the first one that I feel like even tried, even cared, and has even come close. Honestly, I hope your next experience, if you have to call into us, does not go that way. I hope you get that right away because, obviously, our job is to help you out, and specifically mine is to keep you in retention. That's literally my goal is to try and keep your business. So if you're not feeling valued or something like that, I mean, hey, ask for retention next time. If you have a bad experience with the first person, I mean, Steve, I don't even know what my name is on this account. I still don't know. I explained it. I tell you, I still don't know what it is. They're going to ask me, and I'm going to realize for the first time, damn, I don't know which name to tell them. And then how it got started in the first place. And then, it's interesting. I've got a video, by the way. I got a lot of videos. If you're even remotely interested, you got nothing to do. It ain't something that you watch. It's something you just turn on, walk around the house, and just listen. I don't damn believe it. It's just, Yamaza Ho is the name of the channel. Yamaza Ho with Z's instead of N. But it was supposed to be a joke. I changed it. Yes, actually. YAMAZZA. See, I had to make a play on it because Google didn't like my first spelling. I said, "Oh, you can't do that." And I said, "The hell I can't." And so I did this. And I got a lawyer that made damn sure they was going to take care of this one. Because, I wish they had a... So anyway, and then I had a representative that I didn't record that one. Because when I told him my name was Yamaza Ho, I don't sound like Yamaza. I know that. But in today's world, you can't say that. And he did. And I didn't record it. But, so the whole thing was a joke. It was a fluke because I was so frustrated that was my one little recourse of right then and there. When somebody asked me my email, I could just fling it out. There you go. There's your email. And not one person, Stephen, not one person has got it yet. Not one. I'm going to let you go, bud. Thank you again for your help. Yes, sir. You have a great rest of your day. I'm going to do it. I don't care what happens. I'm going to do it. I hope yours is blessed. Enjoy your game, you know what I mean? Once you get hooked up, enjoy your game. That's last on the list. I got stuff I got to do that's last on the list, but just the optimism of knowing that it might be a potentiality for me is very instilling. And thank you for that. Yes, sir. All right, you have a good day. And it's got to work better than this phone. It just has to. But yes, sir. I'll let you know. Take care. Okay, I'll do this. You have my out. Let's find out.